Hello everyone, Deb Floros for Jesse James Beads. The new floral collection is so beautiful. Look at these strands, so much texture, so much joy, so much beautiful color. I'm excited to work with this. I think I'm going to make a charm style necklace, and this ready-made chain is perfect for connecting all kinds of dangles and charms and fun things. So let's separate out our strands and see what we've got here. I think I want to make flower drops, kind of with a layering vibe, taking beads and some of those floral bead caps and just combining them to make some fun dangly elements. This is going to be fun. So all of these colors go so beautifully together. I think I'm going to start with a 3-inch head pin, and I've got a ball end head pin. I think that looks nice with this kind of dangle. So I'm going to use one of the yellow beads and one of those large floral bead caps. Then I'm going to layer on one of those fun metal bead caps, and I'm just doing a little bit of pressing on the metal to make sure it forms to the end of my flower piece. Then I'm trying a few things here. You can try all of the variations that exist. There's so many. That yellow one, not quite right, but I do think that the green one is going to look just perfect, almost like leaves at the base of the flower. And then all I'm going to do is put a bead cap at the very top. So that smaller bead cap, I think, is just perfect. And then a seed bead. There are a few little green seed beads on this strand, and they make a nice little end to all of these pieces. I'm going to make a second one of those to match, and just, taking all of the pieces and matching it up to the other one. I love this combination. These colors are so, so pretty and so, so cheerful for spring. So there goes that bead cap and that last little seed bead. So those two flowers will be part of the charm necklace. Now I'm going to make the focal dangle next, and I'm going to use one of those big filigree flowers, and I'm going to use one of the glass flowers, and I really want to use one of these leaves. So I think I'm going to take my head pin, and I'm going to start with putting on a seed bead, and that's going to put a little green at the very end, then the little glass flower, then the filigree. And I think if I had my druthers, I'd probably use more than one leaf, but the leaves aren't really going to stay in place. They're going to want to hang down straight. So if there's 2 leaves hanging down, I don't think they're going to look that great. So I'm just going to use one. And I'm going to take my head pin and I'm going to bend it all the way up so that it creates a little bit of a stopping point for all of the pieces there. And I'm going to use a little something called a bead bumper, made by Beadalon. It's a little silicone bead, and I'm just going to slide that on at the very end. Now, it won't solve the problem of the things moving around just a little bit, but it does help limit the movement of all of the pieces. So it's a little tough, but you have to press that down and push it down onto your piece, and I'm going to push it right up against my leaf that's at the back. Then I'm going to go up about 1.5 inches or so up my wire, and I'm going to create a wire wrap loop. So essentially, that long piece of wire is going to extend that flower down, and it's going to look like a pendant. Now, you could bedazzle that a little bit if you'd like. Now, I'm going to find the center point of that ready-made piece of chain. Once I find it, then I'll take my wire and drop it into the very middle link of the piece. This is going to be the focal, the very middle of my design. Then I'm going to wrap that head pin directly onto that chain link and just straightening out the loop and trimming off my excess, and there I've got my focal. Then I'm going to do my wire wrap loops for the second pieces that will be next up on my chain necklace. And I need to find some room on my mat. So I'm going to move all of this stuff out of the way. I'm going to use a few more pieces, but I'm going to have so many things left from this couple of strands. So I'm going to stretch out my chain now that I've got my center identified. And I'm going to lay the chain out so that my pendant is hanging the way that it will when it's being worn around the neck. And I'm going to measure out by counting links the placement of the next charm. And I'm going to go out about 12 chain links. You could decide to do fewer or more if you'd like, but I felt like that was just about right. So I'm going to take my next charm and I'm going to add it to the link, making sure that it's going to hang in the same direction as my focal. And I'm going to wire wrap directly onto that link. So just doing a few wraps around to secure all of the parts, flip that over, trim off the excess, and then you can adjust that little cut section and tighten it up on your piece. Now I need to make sure that I get my other charm equally distanced on the other side of that focal. So I'm using a beading awl to count. It's a very fine tip tool, and it's just allowing me to very precisely count those links. Now I'm going to add my other matching little floral dangle onto the chain and just creating a little loop so that I can drop it onto the chain. Now I used my awl to mark the actual loop or the actual chain link that I needed while I did that first loop. Now I'm attaching and doing my wraps and tightening up that little excess piece of wire, and now testing to make sure that everything is hanging correctly and is in the right spot. Now I decided to do 2 more dangles, smaller than the second dangle. So I'm using the smaller bead cap, a green bead, another one of the metal bead caps, and a little seed bead at the very end. So I think that little metal bead cap is so lovely and works so nicely for the tops of these flowers. So there it is. So I'm just going to do the same thing, create a loop, do the counting of my chain links and make sure that my placement is the same. I did do another 12 links here and attached my charm to the same spot there. And then you'll just need to get a good hold of that piece, grab with your chain nose, do your wraps, cut off your excess, and then do the same thing on the other side. So adding your 5th charm. So this one's only going to have 5, and you have so many other beads. You could add more dangles to this chain and certainly have a really fun floral charm necklace. So I'm adding that last charm and getting that loop in the right spot, hanging in the right direction. And then I'm going to do my wraps, holding on to the loop with some chain nose pliers. So I find that's helpful to get the wraps done well. Then I decided I need one more little dangle for the end of the necklace, just so that the lobster claw has a nice place to attach. So I grabbed another head pin and I grabbed one of the floral glass beads with a yellow bead at the bottom, then another bead cap and another seed bead. Doing the same thing, opening up that loop, I'm going to add this to the very last link on that chain. There's no jump ring or anything, so I decided that I probably should add a jump ring there. That's going to give a little bit of extra security for the closure of this necklace. So I'm opening up that jump ring with 2 pairs of pliers, adding the jump ring to the very end of the chain and then leaving it there open, and then finishing my wire wrapped loop on my little dangle, attaching that to the jump ring and then closing that jump ring up. Then it's just a matter of attaching the lobster claw to that jump ring. And now I've got a nice dangly floral necklace that's going to be so great for spring and summer. Such a pretty piece. I love the colors and I love how all of these dangles look. Such a fun necklace. You can check out the floral collection at jessiejamesbeads.com, and I'm sure you'll find things that you enjoy working with for the season. Thank you so much for watching.